Probably one of the most important things you need for camp is a trash bag. Now in this video, we're going to be going over stuff for campers to bring, and then if you stick till the end, we're going to be going for stuff that counselors should bring to camp as well. Let's get it. What's up, YouTube? I want to make this video to see what you should pack for Christian camp, and we have Clash Camp coming up in a day, so I wanted to just make a video just describing what are some things that you should bring. Now, number one, most important thing, your Bible. So I keep mine in a little Ziploc like this. People say it's a lunchbox, and I say, you know what? That's great. It's spiritual food. So I keep my Bible in here, just as you can see, my Bible, and then I also have a journal, and then I also have a note-taking guide for when I listen to the sermons. So I keep these three things in here, and I keep some pens. So those are always good to have in case you ever lose any. And yeah, so that's number one, most important, because we're there for Jesus. So let's get it. Bring pens, pencils, and Sharpies, because I think it's so cool when kids get to write on shirts. I mean, maybe even give them a shirt that they can write on, because that just helps bring the experience back home. And pens and pencils will be used for writing and journaling and all that. So we're going to have a fun time at camp. All right, number two isn't even on the packing list, but you're going to need a trash bag. So as you saw before, trash bag, why is it important? Well, it really works in two different ways. One, you can throw your clothes in here, and then it's in a trash bag, and you can throw all your stuff in. And you may ask, why do you need a trash bag? Well, if it rains, it's going to rain on the suitcase, and you don't want your clothes to get all wet. So this is a natural waterproof selection. And I've seen two ways to do it. One, you put your clothes in, and then you stuff it into your bag. And the other is you just wrap it around your bag. And I see those ways, but I love, personally, this other way. So instead of a trash bag, you're going to need Ziploc bags. And what I like to do is I like to take the Ziploc bags, I like to open them up and put whatever supplies I'm putting in. So I'll put towels in here, I'll put my clothes. I like to make one for shirts, one for shorts, one for underwear and socks. That way they're all organized, and every day it's easy to pick out and nice and easy to get. Next up on the list is a sleeping bag and a pillow. I like to just bring a sleeping bag and a pillow, and I try to condense it as much as possible. This is not going to go in my backpack or suitcase. This is just going to be like this, and I'll probably use it as a pillow on the bus. But I just have really nice, my parents got me a Squishmallow one year, so I just have a Squishmallow that just fits in here, and then my sleeping bag's in here. So I just stuff the Squishmallow in as a pillow for when we get to Clash. Some people bring sheets, and yeah, that works, but I just don't see a reason to. I mean, a sleeping bag's easy enough. You can just lay it down, and it's not going to be, I'm in Florida, so it's not going to be a struggle for heat. So you're not going to be that cold because it's Florida, so it's going to be hot. Yep, and I just stuff it in just like that. Next up, we got towels. So I like to have a towel for the pool and a towel for the shower. And I just kind of took two pool towels, and I just use them for those things because pool towels fold up a lot nicer. I also roll up my clothes. That way it's easier and it fits more space. And these will be going in a Ziploc bag as well, just to keep everything dry until they need to get soaked by drying me off. And so I'll show you that. So here's my first Ziploc bag. We're just going to put it in just like this. And then this will be the other towel. Another thing that the Ziploc bag and the garbage bag does good is when your camper is done with it and they get all their clothes out of it, it can be used as a hamper as well. So they could put all their dirty clothes in one. So I like to have it for that as well. Next thing on the list is going to be your sunscreen. So I bought these 3 sunscreens, and it's going to be your sunscreen and all your toiletries and stuff, because I think that all kind of goes together. And also, most places, since there's bugs and it's mostly outside, I would definitely recommend bug spray, so I put them in this bag as well. And I got soap for everyone. Then we got our bug spray right here. And I'm bringing hand sanitizer just in case. I also got these two little soaps. This is good also for in case anything leaks, then it leaks in here and it keeps the rain out and it keeps everything else clean as well. Here's my other toiletries. I got shampoo and conditioner in here. I just have a little pack that keeps everything. It's got my toothbrush, a comb, some deodorant. Make sure you pack deodorant. It's going to be hot. It's going to be sweaty. It's going to be gross. Next up, you're going to want to make sure you have a hat and sunglasses going along with the sunscreen. You really want to stay safe. So you want to bring a hat to protect you and also some sunglasses. I have mine in a protective case. That way it doesn't get crushed in the bag. Next up, you're definitely going to want something to protect you from the rain. We're in Florida, so it's probably going to rain. You can buy a poncho at the Dollar Tree or just anywhere for pretty cheap. And then you can also buy a rain jacket, which is also pretty cool. This is going to be my first year using a rain jacket, but we're most definitely going to get rained on. Next up, we got shoes. So I would recommend one pair of Crocs or flip-flops, something like that, just so then you can walk around. And if it's raining, then you don't have to be in your shoes and getting your socks wet and all that. So I just get the Crocs out, and then I just walk around in that. Then also tennis shoes. You do want a pair of tennis shoes because you are going to be running outside. You're going to be having fun. You're going to be in the field. So you're going to want tennis shoes and just making sure that you can run around and not get hurt. Also, you're going to want shoes that are not new, okay? You want old shoes. So you do not want new shoes because they will get ruined. It's going to rain. There's going to be mud. It's going to be tough. Now, I also like to bring a backpack, and that's where I kind of put all of the games. In case it starts raining and we can't go outside, it starts thunderstorming, we can still play games in the cabin. So I like to bring cards. I got a Frisbee that we could throw around in there. And then I like to bring ping pong with some ping pong balls. I got ping pong balls, and I have one of these retractable nets that I invested in last year, actually. And so we can put it on a table. We could play inside. And so that just creates a fun environment. And just any other games that you could think of that are portable. I do want to say anything you bring to camp could be lost, damaged, or stolen. So don't bring something that you're not okay with coming back. That's one rule that I like to have. If I bring it to camp and I expect it to come back, that's already too much. If I bring it to camp and I expect it to get lost and I'm okay with that, that's good. Obviously, I don't want it to get lost, but it could get lost and it could get stolen. It just is the reality, right? Or it could get ruined. Next up, you need to bring snacks, all right? Everybody gets hungry. There's the long bus ride there, a long bus ride back. At least bring snacks for that. So right now I got some Pringles. I got some granola bars. I think granola bars are so key. It's a bonding experience. You get a lot, lightweight, and it's a nice snack. And it's not healthy, but it's better than just eating chips all day. So that's my hot take. I love granola bars. They're my favorite. And you can just bring a whole box and share it with anybody who forgot a snack. But you can be the person that brought a snack. So snacks are important. I would definitely recommend bringing the snacks in a backpack because the suitcases go under, and that's another spot where they could get wet. So you won't be able to access the suitcases, but your backpack on the bus that you just carry around all day will be accessible, and you will be able to carry snacks. All right, real quick, I just want to mention a disclaimer. Do not pack more than your student can carry. I mean, if somebody can't carry something, and by themselves too, because obviously there's going to be people around that are willing to help, but that doesn't mean that they have the availability because they might have packed a lot. So make sure your student can carry it by himself. So that's why I think a backpack and a suitcase is good. Maybe if he can carry like a pillow as well, that's fine, but make sure they can carry it. Next up is a flashlight. Any flashlight will do, but a flashlight's such a good addition because you're able to see in the dark because they will be out when it gets dark, and then there's not a lot of lights usually at camp. So the flashlight just allows you to see where you're going, and even in the cabin, you'll be able to see if the lights are out, and maybe you want to wake up early and just play some cards with some friends. I don't know. There's a couple things. You're going to be tired, but flashlight is so key. Now, camp is a lot of fun. One of the most important things is to stay hydrated. So I definitely recommend bringing a bottle of water, a reusable bottle of water. That way your student can carry it around, refill it, get some water, get some Powerade, get some Gatorade in it. That way they can be hydrated, and then there's not any pressure of getting sick and dehydration, because that'll just ruin it for them. Lastly, we got a camera. I definitely recommend. Most camps are no phones, and that's totally cool. There's so many other ways to get cameras. Right now, I'm going to be bringing a GoPro to get pictures on and videos to capture the moment. But I saw at Walmart there was $20 disposable cameras, so you can just use them and then get the film and see what that looks like. Now we got shirts, shorts, underwear, and socks. How many of those do you need? I like to recommend 2 of your team color, at least 2. If you have 4, I would love 4, but if you only have 2, 2 of your team color, then 2 not of your team color, kind of 2 per day for shirts. And then shorts, I recommend 1 shorts per day, because most of the time we'll be in our bathing suits anyways, and then we'll be able to rinse off and jump in the water and then be able to change into dry shorts. Socks, I like to do probably 1 or 2. I like 1 pair per day, because then we walk around in Crocs a lot, or a lot of flip-flops. And then underwear, I like 2 per day, just so you can kind of change out of your bathing suit, and then also change before bed if you want. And if you want to take a shower or something, then you have extra underwear. So if it's 3 days, I like to go, okay, you get there one day, you don't really need 2 that first day. So I like to go the shirt you're wearing on the first day, then the second day will be 2 shirts, and then the third day will be 2 shirts. So you'll pack 4 shirts, you'll wear 1 shirt, and that's really how I do it. And then pajamas, I don't really pack pajamas because I just wear shorts to bed, but pajamas, if you want pajamas, there's not a lot of space, so I like to kind of save on space, and that's just one way I do it. But everything at camp is going to be great, so it's going to be awesome. If you don't pack enough, you'll know for next year, and it's not that big of a deal either way. But it's going to be a great time at camp. Can't wait to see y'all. Peace. I just went to Walmart. This was $30. We'll see if it's any good. It's by Polaroid, and it's supposed to be an underwater camera that can video, so I bought the SD card for it as well. That was $10, which was expensive, but I get to keep the SD card, I guess. We'll see if this works. $30. But there was the one-time disposable ones, and you get like 27 pictures. But we'll see how this works, and I'm excited because you get to capture the memories, and I'm going to definitely be giving this to some of the kids, some of my campers, just so they can have something, because I know not everyone brings a camera. Not everyone can get a camera, which is good, which is all right. So we're going to get it. Another thing I thought of this year was writing a little note to your campers, just saying, hey, I really enjoyed camp this year, from Jimmy, and then just giving it to them on that last day when you say goodbye, and when you get to sign everybody or get phone numbers and all that. So that's really fun. That I just think adds another element to camp. Now, counselors, I don't know if this is your camp that does this, but my camp, we have different teams, so we call them war games. And right now, I'm on the red team, as you can see from my shirt and some beads. So we found some beads at home. We're going to give them out to the campers. And then also, since this is a church camp, we also had a bunch of these bracelets left, so we're going to be handing those out as well. It's going to be an amazing time. Some other things that you should bring are, you should bring your counselor shirt if you have one. We have one at my church, so this will be coming in handy. Any other war game stuff, or stuff to just get the team spirit together. We're not allowed war paint this year, so that's going to be unfortunate. But they're going to have it there, so just making sure that you really are inclusive with that and just kind of hyping it up. Now, for my counselors, a speaker is so cool, because in the mornings, I know my campers never want to get up, and I'm doing middle schoolers, so of course they're not going to want to get up. So I can play a song, and my buddy did it last year. He would play "Good Morning, Good Morning," and then that just always got him up. And just, you could play your favorite song. Obviously, it's got to be appropriate, but it's pretty cool when you can do that and just have fun with that. And it adds another little element that just makes it so special to go to camp. Hey, you remember when he woke us up to this song in the morning? And it's just like, yo, I remember that. So, well, I hope you guys found this helpful. I really wanted to just encourage and teach and just be able to just really make camp as much fun as for the counselor, as for the student. And I just cannot wait to see everybody when I go tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. It's going to be bright and early. It's going to be a lot of fun, but just some encouragement. Always keep up that energy. kids look up to you guys, and yeah, have a blessed day. See ya.